All right, let's talk about marketing. In this explainer, we're going to completely flip the way you think about it. Because the goal isn't just to get noticed, right? It's to be wanted. To build a system that magnetically pulls your perfect customers right to your doorstep.
So, first things first, I've got a question for you, and I want you to be really honest. Does your marketing right now feel like you're an annoying pest? You know the feeling, like you're just shouting into the void, hoping someone, anyone, will listen.
See, here's the thing. Most marketing out there, completely by accident, turns well-meaning businesses into that pest. It gets you ignored, it creates resistance, and it just burns through your hard-earned money. The goal, our goal, is to become a welcome guest, someone your customers are actually excited to hear from. And that shift, it's way simpler than you think. There's this fantastic story from the marketing legend Dan Kennedy that just hits this nail on the head. He talks about a guy banging on his door, a total pest. But then, the guy yells, "Your house is on fire." In that single instant, he went from pest to the most welcome guest imaginable. Nothing about the man changed, except he delivered the right message at the right time. So how do you become that welcome guest? Well, the secret isn't some complicated, expensive trick. Nope, it all comes down to getting 3 simple things right. This is the foundation for everything. And this is it. It's called the marketing triangle. First, you've got your market. That's the who, getting crystal clear on exactly who you're talking to. Then there's your message, the what. What are you actually going to say to them? And finally, the media, the how. How are you going to deliver that message? Email, social media, a flyer, it's just the channel.
You know, this is where so many small businesses go wrong. They don't have a system, so they just do random acts of marketing. A Facebook post here, a newspaper ad there. It's all disconnected. But when you get this triangle right, you replace all that random chaos with a real strategy that pulls customers in.
All right, let's break this down. First up, and honestly the most important piece of the puzzle, the WHO. You have to find your bullseye. So many of us start out with what I call the Goodyear blimp plan. You know, you're just flying over a packed stadium, shouting your name, and just hoping someone looks up. We need to stop that. We need to switch to target marketing. Because here's the deal. You can't hit a target you can't see. So let me ask you this, and be honest. Could you, right now, describe your perfect customer in detail? Like, really paint a picture of who they are, what they struggle with, what they secretly want. If the answer is kinda, or not really, then you're basically marketing with a blindfold on. Okay, look at this example. This is what I'm talking about. The detail here is just incredible. We're not just talking single women, right? This is a C-suite executive or entrepreneur divorced 1 to 3 years ago who crushes it at work but feels totally lost when it comes to dating. That is a bullseye. That's a person you can really talk to. Okay, so once you've nailed down exactly who you're talking to, the next piece of the puzzle is your message, the what. And it all boils down to answering one single powerful question. And folks, this right here might be the single most important question you will ever answer in your business. Why should somebody choose you over every other competitor, over doing it themselves, or even over doing nothing at all? Your answer is everything. When you have a great answer to that question, that's what we call a unique selling proposition, or a USP for short. And let's be clear, this isn't about claiming to be the best or having the best quality. It's about being different in a way your ideal customer truly cares about. And boom, here is the perfect example, the all-time classic from Domino's. Notice something? They never said it was the best tasting pizza in the world. They promised one specific thing their market, hungry college kids, wanted more than anything: fast, reliable pizza. That is a killer USP. All right, we've got our WHO, we've got our what. Now for the final key, the how. And this is where we learn how to build a system that talks to the huge majority of customers that pretty much everyone else is just ignoring. Think about it. Almost all marketing, all those buy now ads you see, they're all screaming at this tiny little slice of the pie, the 5% of people who are ready to buy this very second. Which means that a whopping 95% of your potential future customers are being completely ignored. This is huge. It means you're paying to get in front of all these people with your ads, with your time, with your effort, but you're getting zero, absolutely nothing from 95% of them. It's like buying a full pizza and throwing away all but one tiny sliver. So, the million-dollar question is, how do you actually capture that 95%? How do you connect with all those people who are interested but just not ready to buy today? How do you make sure that when they are ready, you're the only person they think of? And here is the answer. It's so simple, it's brilliant. You use something called an alternative offer. It's a low-threat, high-value invitation. Instead of buy now, you say, hey, not ready? No problem. Here's something really helpful for free. It gives them an easy way to raise their hand and say, I'm interested.
And that right there, that's the whole system. It's a total game changer. They ask for your free info, you capture their contact details, you continue to give them value and build trust over time, and then, when they're finally ready to buy, who do you think they're going to call? You. Every single time.
Okay, let's wrap this all up into a simple playbook, your new game plan for marketing that actually works, so you can become that welcome guest your customers have been waiting for.
Here's your playbook, nice and simple. Number 1, change your goal from being a pest to being a guest. It's about attracting, not chasing. Number 2, get obsessed with your who. Know them better than they know themselves. Number 3, nail your answer to why you with a powerful USP. And number 4, build a system to capture the 95% with a great alternative offer.
It all comes down to this: stop hunting. Hunting makes people feel like prey. And what does prey do? It runs. Instead, you're going to become a magnet. You're going to draw the right people to you effortlessly.
So I'll leave you with this one final question to get you started. What piece of valuable, free information, a checklist, a simple guide, a 5-minute video, can you create today to start attracting that massive 95% you've been missing out on?